A comprehensive guide to ensuring GDPR compliance when using ChatGPT. A video presented by the Law of the Future community and Dennis Hillman. Join the Law of the Future community for free. Go to www.Law of the Future Club to keep up to date with technology and law. As organizations, corporations, and businesses all over the world transition towards automated processes for customer service and other departments, it is becoming increasingly important to ensure GDPR compliance. ChatGPT's AI technology simplifies customer service operations, but it can be difficult to make sure that GDPR is satisfied in the process. This guide aims to equip you with tips and advice on how to guarantee that when deploying ChatGPT's advanced technology, your company is GDPR compliant. What is ChatGPT and how does it work? ChatGPT is an AI-powered conversational platform that helps businesses interact with customers in a personal, natural way. It uses NLP to understand inquiries and provide accurate, reliable responses. Additionally, ChatGPT is customizable and easily integrates with other services, allowing businesses to manage conversations across multiple channels. ChatGPT is a cutting-edge conversational platform which allows companies to communicate more effectively with their customers. This platform is powered by advanced artificial intelligence natural language processing. Businesses seeking to enhance their customer service and create better customer experiences should consider ChatGPT as a viable solution. What is GDPR? The General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, is the set of rules created to protect the private details and information of those residing in the European Union. This law needs to be taken into consideration when applying modern technology like ChatGPT. This article intends to explain the GDPR, its intention, and why it's essential for people to understand it. The GDPR was instituted to secure the confidential information of citizens in the European Union. Its purpose is to shield people's private details from theft or inappropriate disclosure. It is relevant for any company or entity collecting personal data from individuals in the EU, regardless of their location. The European Parliament approved the GDPR legislation back in April 2016 and started enforcing it on May 25, 2018. So, how does the GDPR impact you? If you handle personal data of EU citizens and use software such as ChatGPT, then you must abide by the GDPR rules. All companies that gather information from their customers, personnel or other people must comply with the GDPR. It covers the following areas. Collection and storage of personal data. Companies must ensure that the data collected is accurate, up-to-date, and limited to what is necessary for their purpose. Data security. Companies must have in place appropriate technical and organizational measures to ensure the security of the data they process. Data protection rights. EU citizens have certain rights, such as the right to access their data and the right to have their data deleted. Companies must ensure they are compliant with these rights. Data transfers. Companies must ensure that data is transferred securely when it is shared with external parties. It's important to understand GDPR and the obligations it places on companies that utilize ChatGPT's technology. This guide will provide an overview of GDPR and some tips for ensuring GDPR compliance. What are the biggest privacy risks for companies looking to leverage ChatGPT? Firms using the ChatGPT tech should consider the possible privacy dangers beyond just economic punishments. Not observing the protocols can have severe effects on the reputation of businesses. One of the eminent privacy threats is a weak privacy policy, which could lead to user notifications inadvertently transferring delicate data. Moreover, there is no way for individuals to know if OpenAI stores their personal data, or to ask that it be removed. OpenAI's privacy policy is considered imprecise and inadequate, according to Kohei Kurihara of the Privacy by Design Lab. Alexander Hampf of the European Data Protection Board's support pool of experts believes that OpenAI's not involving an opt-in principle in data sharing contravenes GDPR and the EU Consumer Protection Law, which mandates that servicing contracts should be equitable. Despite the US having a contrasting take on privacy, Hampf proposes that OpenAI recruit a privacy unit with fact-checkers and an ethics specialist to address these apprehensions. Addressing ChatGPT's shortfalls in data protection law compliance. Addressing ChatGPT's shortfalls in data protection law compliance can be done by understanding the obligations outlined by the GDPR, and by looking into how it is designed and used, and whether it collects, processes, or stores any personal data of individuals who are located in the EU. When my colleague Stefan Zimprich and me asked the chatbot whether it was compliant with GDPR, ChatGPT responded that it cannot say for certain whether ChatGPT is GDPR compliant, as I am not aware of its specific design or implementation. This response is insufficient, as ChatGPT should have more clarity on the issue. While it is difficult to imagine a scenario in which ChatGPT could fully comply with the GDPR, there are ways that businesses can use the technology and avoid being found in violation of the GDPR. What could make the adoption of ChatGPT smoother for GDPR-compliant companies? To ensure GDPR compliance when utilizing ChatGPT's innovative technology, companies could follow these 5 steps as a first guideline. This is no final advice. Consult a privacy expert. Run ChatGPT on-premise or in an EU-based cloud provider. Running the service in a server based in the EU will avoid any potential risks associated with US cloud providers. Tokenize users' private data. Companies can use this step to obfuscate the training set for ChatGPT. When done correctly, it will produce tokenized versions of data that a human cannot interpret. Use synthetic data. The combination of these 2 steps will allow companies to create a synthetic dataset based on the private data without exposing the raw data directly. Retrain ChatGPT with synthetically generated data. After generating the synthetic dataset, companies can retrain the model with this data and be confident they are still in line with GDPR regulations. Implement. Locally run. Other identification techniques to reduce the amount and sensitivity of personal data shared. De-identification techniques can be implemented to reduce the amount of personal data shared, thus making it GDPR compliant. Limit what data is used for human review. Limiting the data used for human review can help protect privacy and also increase GDPR compliance. Consult with a legal professional. Consulting with a legal professional can provide further insight into how to use ChatGPT in a GDPR compliant manner. Stay up to date with the EU's AI regulation proposal. The EU is currently working on a regulation proposal for artificial intelligence that may impact businesses dealing with this technology, so it is important to stay informed. To remain GDPR compliant and to safeguard customer data, utilize the following steps. Make sure to invest in the correct security systems and have consent forms in place to guarantee lasting GDPR compliance when using ChatGPT's modern technology.